Good morning, student. Let's begin today's topic: intermolecular forces versus thermal energy. Next topic: intermolecular force versus thermal energy. So, a substance may exist in solid, liquid and gas, which depends on the result of the competition of the both intermolecular force and thermal energy. Intermolecular forces and thermal energy explain the substance exists in solid, liquid or gas state. So we already learned what is the intermolecular force. Intermolecular force, what is the force of attraction between the molecules. Due to this force, molecules remain too close. Due to this force, molecules remain too close and molecules present together by this force. And now, what is the thermal energy? Thermal motion. We already say thermal motion, thermal energy, average kinetic energy, thermal energy, thermal motion. When thermal means temperature. When temperature is supplied in solid, liquid, gas, any gas. So what happened? Movement of the electrons, motion of the electrons. So what is the thermal energy? Thermal energy, this is the energy of a body due to the motion or movement of its atom or molecules. So what is the thermal energy? Due to the motion of atoms or molecules. Due to the atoms or molecules. Now it's clear what is the thermal energy, thermal motion and intermolecular force. So now thermal motion, it will try to keep the molecules apart. What happened in thermal motion? When temperature is increased, it will keep two molecules apart, far away, and it will try to close to the molecule and it try to far away. There is competition between both forces. What is the conclusion in terms of the thermal energy? First, when a solid is heated, what happened? The intermolecular force in solid state is strong and thermal motion is weak. When solid is heated, it melt, and when liquid is heated, it convert into vapor. What happened in this condition? First point, what is the conclusion? Solids are rigid in nature. Rigid. What is the reason? The intermolecular force is greater than the thermal motion, thermal energy. Intermolecular force is strong in solid, but thermal motion, thermal energy is very less. So solids are rigid in nature and intermolecular force is negligible. Okay. Now in liquid, intermolecular force and thermal force compensate to thermal motion. So in liquid, there is a reasonable balance between the attractive intermolecular force and thermal motion. It is the condensed phase. Hence, molecule exit together. It is a condensed state of the matter. So, in liquid state, what happened? In gaseous state, what happened in gaseous state? Thermal motion is very high and intermolecular force in gas is very weak. Very weak means negligible. So there are three states: solid, liquid and gas. In gaseous state, thermal motion is very high. Thermal energy is very high. What is the reason? Because there is empty space, large empty space between the molecule. They are very close to each other and they are far away. So thermal energy, thermal motion is very high in liquid state. So due to this reason, solid have very less compressibility, liquid have higher compressibility than solid, and gas have very high compressibility. We easily liquefy the gases. We can't easily liquefy the solid, and liquid also liquefied easily. Now, compressibility is very high in gases. What is the reason? Again explain. The empty space between the molecule is very high in gases. Empty space is negligible and molecules are very close to each other. So compressibility of solid is not possible. Now it's clear. I can't compress the chalk because the molecule are fixed position. They are very close to each other. So compressibility is very high in the compressibility factor. Z is the compressibility factor. We will discuss in next classes. Now, next types of bonding and melting point and boiling point. Next topic of types of bonding. So we already learned the types of bonding. Here we will discuss the ionic bond and covalent bond and metallic bond again. So next topic, types of bonding and melting point and boiling point. So first of all we will discuss here melting point. What is the melting point? The temperature at which a solid melt into liquid is called the melting point. So what is the melting point? It's clear. The temperature at which solid melt into liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called the melting point. What is boiling point? The temperature at which the liquid convert into vapor at atmospheric pressure is called the boiling point. Now, melting point and boiling point become high when intermolecular force between the molecule is greater, strong. When the magnitude of the intermolecular force between the molecules or ions or atom is high, then melting point, boiling point is also increased. So now here we consider here the bonding. First, ionic compound. It means ionic bonding. If molecules are polar means positive and negative, both charges are present. It means strong intermolecular force, electrostatic force. Nature is Coulomb attraction. Electrostatic force between the ions is very strong. So, in ionic compound, the constituent particles are ions which are positively and negatively charged. The force of attraction between the ions is very strong. So, it's very difficult to break the bond between the ions. So, boiling point and melting point is increased. Polar and non-polar, which have highest boiling point and melting point? Polar molecule. Reason is clear, all of you? Because of strong electrostatic force, strong intermolecular force, you can write strong intermolecular force between these are the ions, positive and negative, more attraction. Now, second case, if a molecule is covalent compound, covalent molecule, so what happened in covalent? And you can say non-polar. Non-polar, there is bond between the molecule, between the atoms, between the molecules. So, in covalent compound, the attraction force is low. So, boiling point and melting point is also low. What is the reason? Again, listen carefully. Covalent bond present between non-polar molecule. So, the attraction between the non-polar atom, non-polar molecule is less as compared to ionic. There are atoms, there are molecules. So, their melting point and boiling point is low for non-polar compound, covalent compound. Now it's clear, but exception, there is some exception. Except silica, graphite, diamond, silica, diamond. Silica and diamond are polymeric covalent compound. Polymeric covalent compound. Their atoms are, molecules are linked by covalent bond, strong covalent bond, and form a 3D structure, 3D network. 3D network, it means giant molecule. So, due to this reason, the silica, diamond have high melting point and boiling point. Now it's clear. What is the question arises here? Why silica and diamond have high boiling point and melting point? There is a strong covalent bond and they form the 3D network, three-dimensional network structure which is very giant, and it is difficult to break all bonds. So, melting point and boiling point is very high for covalent molecule. Which covalent molecule? Polymeric, silica and diamond. Now, next, third type of bond. Van der Waals bond to we already discussed. Third type of bond is metallic bond. Metallic bond. Third is metallic bond. So now what happened? Metallic bond means the constituent particles are metal atom. Can you easily melt the metal? No. It means the constituent particles are metal atom here and they have a strong intermolecular force. Intermolecular molecular force. It means strong metallic bond. Strong metallic bond. Now it's clear. So strong metallic bond is present in metals. So due to this reason, their melting point and boiling point are high. So what is the reason of metals? Metals have high boiling point and melting point. Which metal is liquid? Mercury. Mercury metal is liquid. Cesium. Cesium, when we put in palm, it melt. Okay. Francium, gallium, above room temperature, it can melt. At room temperature, mercury, Hg is liquid metal. Now, so boiling point and melting point is increased due to metallic bond. Now it's clear all of you, types of bond and their nature. When intermolecular, the conclusion is this, the intermolecular force is increased, then melting point, boiling point is increased. Now it's clear all of you. Thank you.